What's up, guys? Wolf Games here, and welcome to my tier list of every game that I've played in 2024. Yep, this tier list has every single game that I've played this year. The good and the bad. It's not in any particular order, so let's just get started. So, first up we have the original Super Mario Bros., which I played this game as a Let's Play, or not a Let's Play, sorry, for my kill count on it, and it was pretty fun, but frustrating at the same time. So I'll put it in B tier. I do think it's a little overrated, but it is still a classic, and it started the Mario franchise, which is very iconic, obviously. Alright. Next up, we got the sequel Mario 2, which this is the US version, by the way. I'll put it in low B tier. It's obviously not as good as the first game, but it's not bad. Okay. Now we got Mario Land, which the kill count on this one isn't out yet, and it probably won't be out till 2025, but I actually really liked Mario Land. I actually might put it in front of both Mario games, not gonna lie. Yeah, that looks about right. Anyways, now we have Danganronpa, which I don't know why I put the poster for the anime on here instead of like the box art for the game, but whatever. I'll put it in A tier. Actually, should I put it in? I'm gonna put it in S tier. Look, this game changed my perspective on visual novels. At first I thought they were just boring, but after I played this game, I changed my mind. So yeah, it goes in S tier. Also, if I ever do a top 10 list of my favorite games of all time, it might be on here. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So now we got FNAF 2. Now, where should I put this? I think I'll put it in B tier. I mean, it's not my favorite FNAF game, but I mean, it started the FNAF franchise, which I very much enjoy. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So I'll put it. Actually, maybe I'll put it in, like, low A tier. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright. Now we got Breath of the Wild, which I am going to put in S tier. Should I put it in front of... Yeah, I'll put it in front of Danganronpa. This is the game that got me into the Zelda series. I love it so much. And, I've always been debating whether or not I like Tears of the Kingdom more, which we'll get to, eventually. Now we got, the, Atari E.T., which is said to be the worst game ever created. And I played it a while ago, and yeah, it deserved to get thrown in a landfill. Yeah. Alright, now we got The Last of Us Part 1, which, fun fact, is the first ever game I played on this channel. And I'm gonna put it in S tier. Like, the high S tier. Look, the story is great, and the gameplay is great. What else can I say? And it made me feel emotions. That's all I have to say. Alright. Now we got Astro's Playroom. This is the game that comes with every PS5, and I played it for... Oh, sorry. I played it for a video, and I really enjoyed it. It is shockingly good. So, S tier. And I will be playing the new Astro Bot game eventually, which, fun fact, won Game of the Year, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, for a free game, it's amazing. I highly recommend it if you have a PS5. Now we got the Friday the 13th NES game. F tier. This game is horrible. I do not recommend it whatsoever. It is so confusing. I was so lost when I played it. I probably wouldn't even have made it to Jason if I didn't watch the Angry Video Game Nerd video on it a while ago. And speaking of the Angry Video Game Nerd, we got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is also going in F tier. Which, yeah, I can understand why the Angry Video Game Nerd hates this game so much. It is pretty bad. But I don't think it's as bad as the E.T. game or Friday the 13th. I'm gonna be honest. Now we got Nightmare on Elm Street by LJN. Yeah, LJN did make a lot of crappy games. I'm not sure. I feel like I should give this an F tier, just because it's an LJN game. Look, it is bad, but I liked it more than, these three games over here. Alright, now we got Resident Evil 4, an actually good game this time. Yeah, this is going in S tier, definitely. Let me just move these guys. This was the first ever Resident Evil game I've played, and it's amazing. I definitely want to play more Resident Evil games in the future. Okay, now we got the Predator game for NES, which... Was this made by LGN? I'm not sure. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, so I just looked it up, and LJN did not make this game. It was actually Activision. That's a surprise. But yeah, you probably already... If you watched my Bad and Weird Games episode on this, you probably know where this is going. The bottom of F tier. This game is horrible. I don't know if I'm just bad at it or something, but I couldn't even make it past the first stage without getting confused. Which, that video was kind of lazy, I will admit. I was kind of in a rush while making it, so I didn't have much, and I didn't have much time. So, I just played it for a little bit and got mad when I couldn't finish the first level. So maybe I'll revisit that game and see if it's as bad as I remember it, but for now it's remaining at the bottom of F tier. Alright, now we got Bendy and the Ink Machine. And... I'll put this at C tier. It's an okay game. It's got a good concept and some cool monster designs, but that third chapter I didn't really like because it was kind of a fetch quest chapter. But the rest of the game was okay, so I'll put it in C tier. Do you guys want me to play Bendy and the Dark Revival? Let me know in the comments. Alright, now we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game for the Atari. Like, why would they, make R-rated slashers into video games meant for kids? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, this, I'll put it in E tier just because it's not super horrible for an Atari game, but it's still pretty bad. So I'll put it in E tier. Now we got Godzilla for the NES. And, fun fact, when I Googled this to get the image for it, the first thing that came up was the creepypasta about this game. The creepypasta is actually pretty decent. I would recommend rating it if you're curious. But the game, however, is pretty bad. And just like the Predator game, I was very confused when I played it for the first time, which maybe I will revisit it someday. Alright. So now we got The Last of Us Left Behind DLC, which is short but sweet, so I'll give it a B tier. Now we got Halloween for the Atari, another R-rated slasher made to a game for the kids to play. I'll put this in E tier. Once again, not super horrible for an Atari game, but still pretty bad. But the death animation is pretty funny, I will admit. So, top of E tier, I guess. Now we've got FNAF 2, which I'll put in B tier. It's a nice game. I enjoyed it, even though Night 5 was hard as heck. Now we got FNAF 3, and I'll give this B tier. This honestly would have been a pretty decent end to the FNAF franchise, but we got more FNAF games for some reason. But whatever. The rest of these FNAF games are pretty good, too. Now we got FNAF Sister Location, which, I'll put in the top of C tier, I guess. It's not a bad game, but I prefer the other FNAF games over it, to be honest. Alright, now we got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This is a pretty good game. However, it did infuriate me when I played it, for some reason. Because I'm bad at it. So I'll put it in, A tier. Now we got, FNAF 6, which, is probably the best FNAF game, which I unfortunately didn't really get to play much because I'll be honest, I was rushing playing through these FNAF games, like, pretty much all of them I didn't finish, and I just showed you guys the endings, which, maybe one day I will revisit all these FNAF games and actually play them. Maybe. But yeah, I'm giving it top of A tier. I'm so upset that I didn't get to see that ending. Well, I did, I just looked it up on YouTube and showed you guys it and reacted to it, but that is not the same thing. I regret doing that. Alright, now we got Ultimate Custom Night, which I'll give, like, top of C tier. It's a pretty fun game, and I'm glad it's free, but I only made one video on it because there wasn't much to show, to be honest. Now we got FNAF Security Breach, the base game. Honestly, I enjoyed it, especially since I played the patched version. I can't even imagine playing it on day one. That would have been heck, but I had fun with it, so I'll put it bottom of B tier. The story wasn't that great, though, but we did get Glamrock Freddy and some more iconic characters from it. Now we got the DLC for Security Breach Ruin, which I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I feel like I honestly prefer Security Breach over Ruin. The story of Ruin is better than Security Breach, but I did not like the gameplay of Ruin. I had to look up a walkthrough at several points in that game. Now we have Alien 3 for the NES. Another LJN game. Surprise. But yeah, this is I'll put it at the top of F tier since it was pretty terrible, but again, not as terrible as these games that are lower in F tier. Now we have The Last of Us Part 2, which is probably what I consider the most controversial sequel ever created. Which I actually really liked The Last of Us Part 2. The story wasn't as good as The Last of Us Part 1, and there were some parts of it I didn't like, and that I would personally change, but the gameplay actually did improve from the first game. But I really don't understand, like, why people, like, despise this game. Like, I can understand, like, some points that people might not like, but I don't get why people say this is, like, a disgrace to gaming, because I had a lot of fun playing it. And I will be excited if they ever make a Last of Us Part 3. Alright, now Tears of the Kingdom, the last, this wasn't the last game I played this year, but actually the last game I played this year was Danganronpa, for those of you who don't know. But Tears of the Kingdom, it's tied with Breath of the Wild for me. I am still debating whether or not which one is better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, this is my ranking of the games that I've played this year. This is my first year on YouTube, and I played quite a bit of games. I'll probably be doing this in 2025 also, at the end of 2025. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Let me know your rankings of these games down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.